Would you say that you specialize in teaching kids and adults self-defense?
No. To say I simply teach self-defense diminishes what I really do. Yes, if you come to my academy, your kid will eventually learn how to kick and punch and grapple and wrestle, and of course he'll learn self-defense. But the greatest thing your kid's gonna learn, the greatest thing I can give your child is the fighting spirit. What's the fighting spirit? Best way to understand is this. Let's assume I have a kid who has been taught by good parents. They teach him good ethics, morals, values, and principles. And then I step in and I teach him what? I teach him, of course, the skill set I'm referring to, but also the fighting spirit. That kid will eventually then grow up and be not only the leader of his friends, but he'll always fight for what's right. For example, let me tell you a story about my childhood. When I was young, me and my friends were about 11 or 12, riding our bikes in the neighborhood. In the back of my neighborhood, there was this train tracks. There was a big hill, so we rode our bike over the train tracks and went up the big hill. What's on the other side of the hill? There was a bunch of factories with these nice glass windows. We've been to this location before, but this time one of my friends was like, you know what? He had this great idea of picking up the rocks that were on the railroad tracks and throwing them at the glass windows so we can shatter the windows of the warehouse. And there was 5 of us, so we're all looking. I guess that's what we're doing. We suggested it. No one said no. We just looked around. Okay. We picked up the rocks. We started throwing them through the glass, breaking them one at a time. I think I personally broke that day 10 different windows. I mean, by the time we're done, this whole front of the face of the building was shattered. All the windows are broken. Now I'm telling you, I remember this like it was yesterday. I knew then, I know now, and I knew even afterwards, I'm talking the moment we got away afterwards, that what we're doing was wrong. And when we were done, we drove away, went to the park and just laughed about it. But deep down, I wasn't laughing, I was hurting. I knew what I did right now was so wrong. If that was one of my kids, one of the kids in my academy, within 6 months, that kid at that same scenario, the minute that kid says, you know what, let's pick up these rocks, throw them at the window, one of my kids would have said, no, bro, we're not doing that. Why? Because he's built with a fighting spirit. He's not scared to fight for what's right. He's confident, and he has a skill set to back it up if he needs to do so. And that's what people are paying me for. That's what I'm teaching. I'm teaching them how to be a fighter.